Welcome back to another episode of AFL Cape York House TV. Okay, ISO beards are off. I had a shave this morning. We're looking much better here at AFL Cape York House. It's been a while since our last episode, but it's been a pretty busy time. The COVID-19 situation across the world has been an absolute devastating situation, but here at AFL Cape York House and AFL Cape York, our role has remained the same, and that is to support our young people and support people in community through Cape York, Torres Strait and Northern Territory. It's changed the way we've done things though. So we've had to think outside the square and a little bit differently and be creative around how we operate. So our staff here at AFL Cape York House have been doing some stuff, connecting with families and students online to help with their education, because school and education is a massive pillar here at AFL Cape York House and a massive pillar in terms of the transition of our young people. Our game development staff over here, Josh Hanlon, what are we up to, bud?
We've been keeping our engagement going through all communities up through the Cape York, Torres Strait Islands and through the Gulf of Savannah as well. Like a majority of people, obviously, we're not able to get up in schools at the moment, so we've been continuing a lot of our stuff online through our Facebook and Instagram pages of AFL Cape York GD, standing for game development. We've had a wide range of people come on an interview on the couch with Matt, who you can see behind me practicing his skills with Mr. Kieran. Also our Crusader Challenges, where we get key stakeholders within AFL Cape York and as well as other staff and people that are within the region to come on board and have some fun games, some fun challenges, so that the people that we usually would work with that we're not able to see at the moment still are able to see our faces, have a laugh and have people that they can relate and engage with still.
Part of obviously this time is PD for staff, and important that we look after not only student wellbeing and family wellbeing and community wellbeing, but our own wellbeing. So one of our pillars is education support. What's the role been for you here during the COVID-19 situation and in connecting with our young people and our staff?
So we've had to liaise with the schools and communities to make sure the kids have somewhere to work.
Yep.
And get work from the schools and then touch base with the kids. So we've allocated mentors with our house parents, and they're calling our parents and calling our kids, making sure they're doing their work.
Yep.
My job is like a conduit for all of that, so I'm talking to community, talking to transition support, talking to our teachers and talking to our kids, and allaying our parents' fears more than anything.
And so how have the staff been going?
Pretty good. They have been making regular contact, whether it's via the phone, email or sending them messages, and the kids have been getting back to them asking whether they need passwords changed, whether they need access to their Style app. It's been pretty good actually.
And you and the TSS teachers developed a booklet of work for
we
kids?
Developed a cross-curriculum booklet which differentiated for grade 7 to grade 12, and it was about culture, so the kids could teach us about where they're from and the things that they do back in community, so they'll be able to bring that back. Most of the kids have engaged with that, and some of them have actually finished it, so that's a positive as well. And we've shared that across our region, but also shared that with Far North Queensland and with Toowoomba. So it's a resource that's been used widely, which is really good for our Indigenous kids.
So for the boys that have gone home, just calling up, checking on them to make sure that they have everything they need to continue their education back at home.
Kids?
Yeah, I do. So I have 5 boys, a few in Hopevale and also in Arakoon.
Okay.
And they're actually doing very well.
Started with checking in on families when the kids returned to see how they were settling back in with. Lately it's been getting the house parents to work on talking to the young people specifically about their well-being. This term we've got a bit of a focus on fitness, so getting them to ask about what activities they're doing, what foods they're eating, making sure that they're staying healthy and active. because they do tend to spend a lot of their time laying in bed doing absolutely nothing. So it's important to get their bodies active to keep their minds active. I guess the routine stuff is to make sure that they are getting up on time, mostly for their parents' sanity. So the fact that we have house parents encouraging them to get up and do the right thing is to keep them in that sort of swing of education, because as soon as you get out of that, it takes 2 weeks to make a habit, but it also takes only 2 weeks to break that same habit. So getting the kids into that routine early on and encouraging them to stick to exercise and eating well and doing the school stuff will also mean that when they eventually come back to us, they'll be a little bit easier to settle in as well.
And Gladys, you've been doing little fitness sessions for the staff as well. How have they been going?
Yeah, they're calling me Jane Fonda now, and I'm not that old, guys. So, but yeah, I'll take it for now. But they're awesome. They get into it and they enjoy it and they don't complain about it. So I'm loving it with them. So it's been great.
Well, because of the lockdown and we're here and we haven't got any boys at the house, we're doing a bit of a music thing that we're trying to squeeze in here and there to for all the lads and their parents and mothers and families and that, you know, just to show a little bit of, you know, as music is a beautiful thing in life. So this is just a nice light-hearted way to say to the boys, look, you know what I mean, this is what we're doing for you, to hopefully make you feel good. Well, I find, and I have found through music and that, and a lot of people, everyone listens to a bit of music, you can put on some nice tunes and that, and it can just take the worry of certain things away from